What did we say?
The Eagles, they own the Rams.
What did we say? We said that the Eagles own the Rams. We said that Jalen Hurts owns Matthew Stafford. Nick Sirianni owns Sean McVay. Do you believe? Do you believe? Boom, 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 boom. Fly, Eagles, fly, turkey. What did we say? But for the folks that believed, this just feels even sweeter. Feels even sweeter. Like, comment, subscribe, show some love. I was at the game. I was in the link. And that first half, it was putrid. It was terrible. I was ready to crash out. A.J. Brown not getting any yards. Dallas Goedert not getting any yards. DeVonta Smith not getting any yards. The Rams shutting down Saquon Barkley. I was like, if it wasn't for that Zack Baun interception on the Rams' first drive that gave the Eagles great field position, they would have no points. And then it got worse when Lane Johnson was out. Now, before I get to Jalen Hurts, Jordan Davis, I do want to say I cannot believe that Fred Johnson wasn't the swing tackle from the start. Like, as soon as Lane Johnson was out, put Big Fred in there. No disrespect to Matt Pryor, but he's not it. And Fred was here last season. So I was like, why the hell do you put Fred in as swing tackle in the second half? Right after Matt Pryor gets beat by Jared Verse. Like, what's going on? So Jeff Stoutland, that was a miss by you. Or Patsullo, Sirianni, whoever, that was a miss by y'all. Y'all should have known Brick Fed always performs in the biggest moments when you need him to. Last season, Jordan Mailata was on IR. On IR. And Fred Johnson came in and did very, very well in that left tackle position. Then Lane Johnson was out. He did a phenomenal job. You saw the offense night and day. Second half versus first half, it was night and day. I got to talk about Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts consistently amazes me. And I hope that this is a game that finally shows people what a winner looks like. Like, if you want to really know what a winner looks like, look at this game. When the Eagles' back was against the wall and Jalen Hurts had to put the team on his back and say, you know what? Y'all want me to pass the ball? Y'all want me to get AJ and Smitty and Goddard the touches? All right. Watch me cook. Watch me go from a 19-point deficit to fourth and goal. DeVonta Smith, bing, bing, bow. That's what a winner is. And actually, it's been a full year since Jalen Hurts has lost a game from start to finish. Whether it's running the ball, whether it's throwing the ball, whether it's not committing turnovers, Jalen Hurts can do that for you. He can do that for you. Believe me. Believe me. Jalen Hurts is a top 2 quarterback in the NFL. What up? What up? Who can win better than him? Outside of Patrick Mahomes, who can win better than him? I don't want to hear the team because it wasn't the team this, the team that, when Hurts was running crazy against the Cowboys and going stupid. See, here's my thing with these Jalen Hurts haters, right? When he uses A.J. Brown and he uses DeVonta Smith, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what they say. That's what you're supposed to do. And then in week 1 against the Cowboys, when those guys aren't open and he takes the game into his own hands and they win, now it's, why aren't you using those weapons? No, Jalen Hurts was the difference on offense. When he was on his game, the Eagles' offense was spectacular. And when the Eagles' passing offense was hitting on all cylinders, then you saw Saquon Barkley start to really cook. But it all came from that guy under center, Jalen Alexander Hurts. Do you believe? Do you believe? Because I believe. Jalen Hurts in this game had 4 touchdowns, 3 passing, not 3 rushing. I heard all this running back this, running back that. Shut up, turkey. Shut up. Hey, Chris Jones, we got more than 100 yards today. We're 3-0. We're 3-0. Oh, haven't lost. Undefeated. Own the Rams. Jared Verse. Sean McVay. Where y'all at? This is a game that you look at it and you say to yourself, this is why Jalen Hurts is paid the big bucks. This is why I never doubt this man. Because when his back is against the wall, he always delivers. I am trying to tell you, do you know how much pressure it had to be on Hurts after that strip sack and the Rams scored to be down 19 points and to say, you know what, I'm not fazed at all, and to be absolutely perfect in the second half? I mean, I can't say enough about his mental toughness, about his winning mentality, and about how great he is as a dual threat quarterback. He's one of the best quarterbacks I have ever seen. One of the best quarterbacks of this generation and the best quarterback in Eagles history. Put some respect on Jalen Alexander Hurts. Now we got to talk about Jordan Davis. I mean, Jordan Davis literally had his best game ever. The Eagles do not win that game if it's not for Jordan Davis. He had 2 blocked field goals. 2. So he erased 6 points and then ran for a touchdown 18 miles per hour at his weight. I know he lost some weight, but god damn, 18 miles per hour? I mean, jeez, you deserve it, bro. You deserve it, bro. So ultimately, we looking at this and we're saying to ourselves, Jordan Davis is going to get paid in the offseason. And the Eagles, they have a great problem because they got to figure out how to pay not only Jalen Carter, but to pay Jordan Davis. Remember when Matthew Stafford ran outside the pocket to get that first down on 3rd and 1, I believe, and it was Jordan Davis that tracked him down? The same Jordan Davis that against Josh Allen and the Bills, he tracked down Josh Allen. The only difference now is that Jordan Davis a little bit slimmer, 25, 26 pounds. This guy has actually been the Eagles' best defensive player. Let's call it what it is. Like, if you did not know who the Eagles were and you just saw their first 3 games, you would say, oh, Jordan Davis, he's their best player on defense. You would say that. At the very least, be top 3. At the very least, be top 3. I feel like he's number 1. Zack Baun's up there. Gonna talk about him shortly. But Jordan Davis deserves a round of applause. He deserves all the love from Eagles fans because Jordan Davis fought through a lot. He's a guy that I was critical of. I said, hey, to be a 13th overall pick and to play in limited snaps, we got to be better. We got to be better. Jordan Davis slimmed down, and now we're seeing him play to his potential. And that was my issue with a lot of Eagles fans that were saying, it's fine, Jordan Davis, he's good. I think even Jordan Davis would say, that's not my ceiling, 2024. That's not my ceiling, 2023. I'm not just a run stuffer. He can get after the quarterback. He has many pass deflections this season. And then now he's blocking field goals and returning them for touchdowns. Jordan Davis is elite. He's elite. Like, I know that there was this Jalen Carter's getting paid, and yes, Jalen Carter is going to get the bag. But now it's, now Jordan Davis got to get paid because you can't let that brother go. You can't. Talk about Zack Baun real quick. Zack Baun's the best linebacker in the game. If his name was Roquan Smith, Fred Warner, y'all be glazing that guy. But because he was a special teams guy from New Orleans, came to Philly, underrated signing, now he's not given the respect that he deserves. No, Zack Baun is elite. Zack Baun is an all-pro. Zack Baun is a defensive player of the year candidate for a reason and would have won it if his name was Roquan Smith or Fred Warner. Give that man his respect. His coverage ability is amazing. That tackle for loss on Kyron Williams was great. This guy is the best mentor Jahad Campbell could ever have in the NFL because you got that guy with you every single day in practice, in games, teaching you everything that he knows. I mean, I can't say enough good things about that bald eagle, Zack Baun. Now, let's get to these offense again. I want to talk about A.J. Brown. I want to talk about DeVonta Smith. I want to talk about Dallas Goedert and this passing game because I was arguing with Eagles fans. And I get it, right? Because the biggest thing is winning. Like if Hurts had 400 passing yards and the Eagles lost, I would be pissed off. Like passing yards itself doesn't move me. But I do have my own two eyes. And I see the game clearly. And it wasn't like the Eagles were playing possum and it was like, all right, we're going to purposely not do well passing the ball for whatever reason. Like, I mean, I heard that like, oh, they're not passing that much because they don't have to. I mean, A.J. Brown having less than 40 receiving yards after 2 games is not on purpose. They're trying, but the play calling wasn't it. This game, the Eagles had to pass the ball. And there was a lot of discussion about what Jalen Hurts could do and what he couldn't do. There was a lot of discussion about what A.J. Brown could do and what he couldn't do. It was a lot of discussion about what DeVonta Smith and Dallas Goedert could do and what they couldn't do. And they showed we're never the problem. We ain't lose our fastball. We always had it. We just need competent play calling. And I think when the Eagles' backs were against the wall and they needed to rely on the passing game, not because, they had a choice, because they had to, you saw A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith do their thing. A.J. Brown had 109 yards and a touchdown. This is why we said pass him the ball. It's not for fantasy points, although I do have a couple of friends that have AJ in fantasy and they were crashing out. It's not about that. It's the fact that you're paying this brother $30 million a year. Use him. And the Eagles had to use A.J. Brown because they were down 19 points. Now, I would rather you use A.J. Brown when it's a tie game, when it's the first quarter, when it's the first half. Like, it shouldn't be you use A.J. Brown because that's your last resort. No, he should be the first, second option, third at worst at the beginning of the game. And so you have to applaud AJ for keeping his head. Because I think most rational fans knew it's malpractice to not use A.J. Brown because of how great he is. It's a reason why I've said A.J. Brown's the best receiver in the game. And he showed why he is the best receiver in the game. He showed you can't tackle him. You can't. You can't guard him one-on-one. He's arguably the best deep threat in the league. He's a guy that you throw him 50-50 balls because 9 times out of 10, he's winning that matchup. DeVonta Smith, you give him the ball. You give him those 50-50 one-on-one opportunities because he's a Heisman winner, because he's an Eagles great. I mean, he leads the Eagles in receiving yards in the postseason. That's a fact. He does. Use these guys. So I think that this is a game that showed the Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl, because you don't win a game like this if you don't have championship heart, if you don't have championship grit. Like, this is a game the Chiefs, in their heyday, they would win. It's the Eagles' time now. It's Jalen Hurts' time now. It's Nick Sirianni time now. I mean, the last time Jalen Hurts lost a game was late September of 2024. Since then, he has won every single game he started and finished. When you're talking about MVPs of the league, when you're talking about the best players in the league, Jalen Hurts should be one of the top players on that list. He has the most unstoppable move in NFL history, one of the prettiest deep balls in the league, and he has what? That it factor. And we're going to see a bunch of Glazers, a bunch of people riding Hurts' coattails now, but we're trying to tell y'all he's the one. It's not just his jersey number, it's who he is inside. Like, comment, subscribe. This was a phenomenal day, and we're going to have a phenomenal week. And my last thing I'm going to say, this game showed to me how great sports are. Because regardless of what's happening in the world, when Jordan Davis blocked that field goal, I was hugging everybody. Grandpas, grandmas, aunties, uncles, people that look like me, don't look like me. I mean, I look back at the video I had of the ending of the game, and I was just hugging some white woman. I don't know who her name is. Shout out to you. We locked in, twin. We locked in, but that's just how beautiful sports are. That's what brings people together. And I just appreciate all the love and support from the Real Talk squad. So, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Show a friend, show a friend. It is Real Talk with MJ. I'm in Philly, going back to New York tomorrow. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We are out.